Shooting a video here of the 2008 Chevy Uplander handicap accessible van. We're going to do the walk around here pretty quick on this. I want to save plenty of time for the test drive. It's got the manual ramping door. Sliding door opens up. Got a handle here. Door opened up all the way. Pulls right in here. I can lift this up and down with one finger, you see here. So spring assisted, easy to do. Got a middle seat that folds down there. You can see that in the pictures. The back seat, interior, very clean. It's got this carbon fiber floor, which is great. Stays clean in the wintertime. Anytime you get mud on it, cleans right up. Got the dash up there. Got the rear air. It can be controlled up front for the passengers in the back. The dash is good. When you've got your passenger loaded in, just take the ramp here. Folds right back up, real easy. I can do it with one hand. Slide the door shut, you're good to go. The interior on this van is actually very clean. All these were highway miles. This came from Southwest Oklahoma. And they were telling me they drove it almost every day, which would be like almost like a trip to Houston, almost 500 miles. So it took a lot of highway miles. It's been fleet maintained, which we've had a lot of luck with these fleet vehicles. They've been adult driven. No animals in them, no kids in them, no smoking in them. And they're, get all their oil changes. So yes, the van has high miles. We drove it back over 200 miles in that time driving it around. We've got over 300 miles on it since we got it. The tires are all in, the back tires are in really good shape. Look almost new. The front tires are fair. But you can see the body straight. A couple scuffs and dings on it. It's not perfect. But I'm going to hop inside real quick. You can see on the interior here, it's not perfect, but it's still pretty nice interior. We've got the weather stripping tape down here. A little cracking down there. Overall, it's a pretty nice van. Go to turn it on here. Starts right up every single time. And you can see all the lights are going to go out. No ABS, no check engine, no airbag. Let's listen to it run here. We've listened to it run. The motor's strong. Doesn't have any misses in it. Underneath, you can see there's no major leaks. A little bit of signs of surface rust. There's a couple, small oil leaks, but it doesn't leave any drips, doesn't leave any spots in our garage when we have it in there. Now let's take it for a drive. Pulled over in a parking lot here. I'm going to show you the front end. Hard left turn. No knocks, no grinding. Hard right turn. What this does, it puts a lot of strain on the front end. You can see there's no unusual noises. Kick it back into reverse, the reverse alarm. Take it forward. Give it a nice hard brake. Alright, let's take it on the highway. Alright, the last portion of the video, we're going to take the van on a test drive. You can see it says service tire monitor system, and it's got the check right front tire pressure. Service stability system. I've been told that's a sensor up on the front right tire needs replaced. We're not going to replace it for this price on the van. You can see the miles there at 335. They are high. Let me see if I can get on the highway here. See, when I give the van some gas, the check engine light will come on. That's the only time the check engine light comes on. We've had this diagnosed. Injector number 4, I understand, is not. You can see, and then when I take my foot off the gas, I'll let it coast here for a little bit. You'll see that check engine light will go out. But what it is, fuel injector number 4 is at least somewhat clogged, they said. We've put some fuel injector cleaner in it. Not for sure it's ever going to fully restore itself, but taking off the top half of the motor and replacing that injector again is not cost effective. You can see I made it to 65 miles an hour just fine. You can see I'm cruising down the highway just fine. There's no miss. I'm going to drive this van a ways today because I want you to see that it runs and drives just fine. When our miles started, we were at 33, we're at 653 I believe, so we're at 654 now. We've driven it a mile, but I can't run the camera that long, but I'm going to pause and I'll come back to it. Picking up our trip here, you can see the miles are now at 660. So we've driven this 7 or 8 miles on our little test drive here. You can see the check engine light has remained on. But I've got the cruise set at 65. You know, there's no vibration in the steering. There's no, you know, the van doesn't cut out. It runs and drives just fine. Like I said, it has the check engine light on, injector number 4. And I'm not sitting here telling you, oh, it's an O2 sensor, it'll be a $35 fix. No, to fix that, it would be expensive, but I don't think it needs it. I mean, the van will drive up and down the highway just fine. I'm gonna give it a hard brake at this stop sign down here so you can see it brake. But my point is, if you're looking for perfection, you're looking in the wrong price range. I'll get a nice hard brake here. No brake noise, no unusual vibration. But I'll carry on our video here a little bit longer. I'm gonna take this on a 20-mile drive today, so you can see that it is reliable. It does run just fine. I'm gonna accelerate it up at an on-ramp here. You can see when I accelerate, that check engine light starts blinking at me. And it has a real slight miss right now. And the reason is we've got, you know, of our 6 injectors, injector number 4 is clogged. It has a little bit of issues, but you can see we get up to 70 miles an hour, no problem. Again, cruising right down the highway just fine. So I'm gonna pause it here again, and I'll pick up the video here in a few minutes. All right, winding down the video here. We're running out of video. You can see the miles are now at 669. So we put a good 15, 16, 17 miles on this van. Still doing just fine. Just want to take on a little drive for you, show that it does run and drive just fine. Check engine light's still on. It kind of comes and goes as it pleases, but I've told you why it's on. So my name is Jeremiah. Give us a call if you have any questions over this van or want to make a time to see it. Thanks for checking us out.